Good morning. Day 42. We're heading out of the local Motel 6 here in Gatlinburg. Getting ready to go over and get a sandwich for breakfast and head over to the NOC to pick up the bus or the van to head back up to Newfound Gap. Take off from there and head north. Thanks for coming today. Feel I got a little more rested here and hope you're ready for a fun day. See what new things we can find today. Roots and stairs, the journey continues. Well, this trail from Newfound Gap seems to not be very highly pitched, but it is highly popular. I've had at least 20 people go by me one way or the other this morning in the last half hour, so it's okay. It's supposed to be warm today. It's supposed to get up to 85 in Gatlinburg, so might be a little less than that up here, but nice day. Go up here and get to the first shelter and relax a little bit, and then the second shelter is about 10.6 or 8 miles into our journey today, so we'll just see how that goes. We've had a lot of rocks and roots since we left the gap, so I'll get over to that corner and keep going up a little bit. Kind of a nice lichen rock with bright yellow lichens on it, following the masses up to the top. I think we're getting close to the top of Laurel Mountain, first little hill of the day. Seems to go down there anyway. Doesn't mean it's the top though. But looks like we got Laurel up here. Well, this is the top of Laurel Mountain. Not much of a view, but it's pretty. Heading down to the shelter now. Not too far up here. Huh. And right around the corner from the shelter, water on the trail. I like it. We're going to go down here another mile and a quarter to more water. We need to get some. Looks like Charlie's Bunyan. A million people up there. That's the view west. See, we're dropping down in elevation. This might have been our spring. All dried up. Glad I got water up there. We'll go down here and relax for a little bit. We're up on the ridge walking, and the view east. Pretty steep hills here. We're going down a little bit, but walking on rock primarily. We got that drop off and that drop off, but the bushes will catch you. Just a little storm damage here. Tree blow over. Roots are pretty shallow, as you see. And this tree just kind of ripped right out of the ground there. Oh. Alright, we're ready to go up again. Yay. Last biggest hill of the day. This is just past the top of Laurel Mountain. Man, what a view. Going over 5 different mountain ranges. And kind of a drop down there. Probably getting down there tonight. Very nice. Calm day. And this is probably the last view of the day. See pretty far over there. That's off to the west. Home somewhere. We were going down this beaten path. The other side looks like it's getting a little hazy. These little trees aren't quite leafed out yet, but they're starting to form their catkins. We're coming in a Peck's Corner shelter at first. Oh, this handsome fungus rotting this poor tree. Looks like an artist punk. We're heading just around the corner here. Okay, we have arrived at Peck's Corner shelter. Not too many people here. It's 0.4 miles off the trail, so a lot of folks won't want to come here, but it's got water. We're leaving Peck's Corner shelter to head off for 13 miles today. See how we do. Alright, we do have this 4/10 of a mile hole to crawl out of first. Then we'll be on our way. A couple of nice conchs here to start the day on that side of the trail. We're going to be walking on ridge lines again today. Probably go over those mountains over there. I think today's the last day we're over 6,000 feet for a while. I know tomorrow we're not even over 5,000 feet, so we're going to drop down quite a bit today. And tomorrow hopefully get in the Standing Bear Hostel. This comes highly recommended, so anyway, we're going to meander down on this nice Easter morning. Well, this is the second blowdown today, but this one's a little easier. And then we're going to get up that hill there, and then that's the first hill. We got 4 major hills today. The morning view today is a little bit less, oh, I don't know, cloudy. No, smoky than yesterday. And we'll see what kind of a view we have when we get up here. Oh, a nice gentle downhill this morning for a change. Still hurts, but not as much. Well, I just had to stop and put on a bandage on my left calf. It seemed to be strained a little bit, all this uphill. So we'll keep an eye on that. We got about a downhill and a short uphill and another short uphill today, and we'll just have to keep an eye on things and try and keep the swelling down. Hopefully it won't flare up like it did last summer. We'll see. We'll just take it easy. All right, well, left calf's about a 4 on the I'm okay meter. So we're gonna go down here another mile to the next shelter and get some water and maybe soak it. We are 20 miles away from the park border, so can't do that. We are 7 miles away from where we're supposed to be tonight, I think. 7 or 8. So we'll go down there to the shelter and we'll see. It's mostly downhill, but I just don't want to really yank it. But I can get down to Davenport Gap and go into urgent care somewhere. I'll call my buddy and see if he can come pick me up there. Well, welcome to Tri-Corner Knob Shelter. Alright, rules. Inside of the shelter, double deck shelter, not real even. Well, this will be tomorrow's task. I'm going to stay here tonight. Tri-Corner shelter. I'm a little bummed because my leg hurts. But I'm just going to have to press on through this. If I need to, I'll go to urgent care and see what they say. But, you know, it's not pulled like last year. It's just strained like, you know, you're overdoing. But when you go up stuff like this all day long, if you do it too fast, you can really strain things. I guess I did that too fast this morning. Got into an area where it was steep and something strained. Got to be careful. The shelter's filling up. We have Simba, the guitar, and guitarist down here, and a bunch of other folks. I'm going to stay in the shelter tonight and get out early tomorrow. See how far I can get. If it hurts tomorrow, I'm just going to stay in the next shelter and get rained on Tuesday. So here's my little spot for the night. I'm about ready to go out and make some dinner. Gotta get where I'm going tomorrow. I'm running out of food, so the next day's gonna be a little tough, but yeah, we'll get there. I don't know where these people are coming from, but it's like their first day backpacking, but that's okay. Rules of a shelter is it's first come, first serve, and if it fills up, the through hikers get kicked out, and the section hikers have priority, so all the weekend hikers and things like that. Today is Sunday, so most of those guys are gone, but we got enough room in here tonight. Most of these guys are going to tent outside, do their thing outside, so that's okay. Legs feel a little bit better. I think we'll be sore tomorrow, but we'll be all right. We'll just go as far as we can and go from there.
Also not a part of
I'm tired though. Rocks coming down didn't help. So, but you know, it's Easter, so it's a beautiful day. The flowers are out, the sun's out. It's not raining. Can't complain. Happy Easter, everybody. Have a good night. Good morning. Day 44 begins with a pretty good uphill. And it's downhill most of the day, but we'll see how my leg's treating me in about another mile. Not a bad night. In the shelter, didn't sleep that well, but a little noisy. Not too bad this morning though. Up early, out before 8. And now we gotta go up this stair to get up to the horse area, and then hopefully it doesn't go up steeply from there. About a mile and a half to the top. I won't say the leg's 100%, but it's letting me walk. And I crested the first hill. Now we've got to go downhill a long way. But if it's all like this, we're going to be fine. Just got to take it easy and not hurry. Pretty though. Reminds me of the Pacific Northwest. Different mosses though. Nice day. Probably pucker up and rain later, but hopefully we'll be further along. We have a shelter 7 miles down and one another 7 or 8 past that. If we can get down to the last one, we might be able to get the standing bear today. Otherwise we're going to run out of food. But that's about 18 miles from where we started. It's about 16 from here, so we'll just keep going, see how we're doing today. We have a little hurricane damage here. This hillside seems to be pretty leveled, but we'll get through it. We are dropping in elevation. We're going to go pretty far down today. Davenport Gap, I'll need to look at the elevation, but it's by Interstate 40. Interstates don't go over high places, except for Interstate 80. But we'll go down here and see how far down we can get. Not real sure what lake that is way down there. It's not Fontana Dam and Fontana Lake, I know that. But you can look out east here and see a long way. I'll have to look that up. Alright, we're going this way. The clouds are moving in quick. Well, we've been going about 3 hours now. So far so good. Just kind of maddening, these steps and roots and rocks, but we're getting there. Gotta get down to the bottom of this hill and go over one more hill before we get to the shelter. Came across this world-class blowdown here, leaving the big hole here where the root ball was. Not really totally filled in yet, but passable. I think we're at the point where we're going back up and over the hill and down to the shelter. Hopefully. These blowdowns are getting more serious. There's the trail. And I don't know where this goes, but usually these side trails lead you around and back to the main trail. This one looks a little sketch. No big, you just go down to the rocks and back up here and crawl over a bunch of stuff and actually pop back out on the trail like nothing happened. Yay. Well, welcome to the Cosby Knobs shelter. Nobody's here right now, but they're gonna wander in here start pretty quick. I'm gonna get some liquids in a bar and decide if I want to stay here or go down to Davenport shelter down by Davenport Gap, the boundary of the Smokies. A lot of bugs here, but cool water, so I'm just going to relax for a little bit. These are the new flowers for the day. The little fringed petals. Bees work this over. Our drinking water comes from there. New plants coming up. A few trilliums. Just starting out. Got all this new growth this week. Trilliums are just coming out here. They were out on the trail up above. One worker. quiet night. Rain's coming. It'll be wet by morning. People are camped down there. Just a nice, peaceful little spot. We are camped in here and headed that way tomorrow. We're going from about 4,800 feet down to 1,200 or so feet tomorrow. It's downhill most of the way. But nice day. Leg feels much better. Overall assessment, leg was a little stiff this morning, but it worked out. Kind of worked itself out. Feet are good. Skin's a little dried out. Had to put some lotion on so they wouldn't crack. Left calf is doing much better. Vitamin I really helped that. Still out of food. I got about a half a meal left plus a bar, and that's it. So we got 10 miles to get to Standing Bear tomorrow, but only about 7.2 to get to the end of the park. And I'll put in my permit in the box like I did when I came in and head off down the trail over to Standing Bear. Hopefully get there by mid-afternoon, but we'll see how quickly the downhill goes. Last thing of the nights have to hoist the food so the bears don't get it. Only seen one big pile of bear scat this trip, but we'll go over there and hook up my food bag, which doesn't have much in it, but still, got to do that. And my pack's gonna stay inside tonight, but it's not that cold out. It's probably about 60, and we've all eaten dinner, and there's not that many people here tonight. There's about 7 people here total. A couple of them are camping out. They're gonna get wet, but that's okay. And we'll just relax and figure out what some of this other stuff is here. So, end of day 44. I guess it was the right decision to stay here. I wanted to move on, but kind of need to rest the body a little bit and make sure it's all good. We can punch up mileage after we get past Standing Bear. It'll be a little flatter then too, so that'll be good. But thanks for coming today. Hopefully you enjoyed the views and the flowers. And tomorrow will be a little wet, so I might have a little less video, but we'll see. But hopefully get into, we passed Davenport Gap first, get out of the park, and then pass under Interstate 40. We'll get over to Standing Bear Hostel, which is a unique spot. We'll go over that tomorrow. But thanks for coming, and you know, if you haven't clicked subscribe yet, do that, please, and you know, click the like and share this with other people. And Smoky Mountains are a beautiful place. You know, there's not a lot of lakes here, but there's a lot of cool plants and cool bears and cool people, and a lot of people work hard to keep this place working despite the blowdowns and everything else that nature has to throw at them. But that's all part of it. But have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.